guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Brittany. I post makeup related content every single week. This week I have a super chill video for us. I just got done traveling and I thought it would be a really fun video to make. This week we are making between a what is in my makeup bag and how I choose what to put in my makeup bag. This is Bridesmaid edition / bridal guest. So I am going to show you guys what I packed in my makeup bag to go to my childhood best friend's wedding as a bridesmaid. I did my own makeup, and then I'm also going to show you what I packed in my mother's makeup bag. She was a guest at the wedding. She wanted help knowing what to do with her makeup, so I just set her all up. So let's get into it. First things first, when I am trying to figure out what I need to pack for a vacation or any type of event where I'm traveling and need to bring my makeup somewhere, first start with, well, what kind of look do I want to do? What kind of eyeshadow look do I want to do? What color scheme? And then I go from there. Once I decide what colors I want to do for my eyes, then I figure out what palette is going to complement that the best, or palettes plural. Sometimes I bring about 5, sometimes I just bring 1. It kind of just varies time to time. Then I'll just go through my makeup routine step by step to make sure that I have what I want for each individual step. So for the wedding, I wanted to do an eyeshadow look that was going to be more golds, lights, that kind of vibe. Went through all of my palettes and I grabbed the ones that were going to complement those colors the most. And while I was packing for the wedding, I also knew that I needed to pack for my makeup for the rehearsal dinner as well. For that one, I wanted a little bit darker of a bronze gold type look. I made sure to grab palettes that complement both. I don't think these will be very surprising to you, as I use some of these in every single makeup video I do pretty much. The first makeup palette I brought was the Kylie Jenner pressed powder. This one, I used this on the rehearsal dinner night. And then when I did my mom's makeup, I used the Urban Decay Basics and Urban Decay Mini. And those both had some shimmers that I liked and some bronzy gold shades as well. So I did bring both of those. I did bring my e.l.f. palette as well. This was for a lot of the browns and the golds as well, because this palette just really has it all. And there's no fallout with this one, which is another reason why I chose that. Then I also chose, for kind of the lighter browns, I chose my Limoncello from ColourPop. I love this one. It has a lot of browns and yellows. And I also used the Michaela Glam Light palette. I absolutely love this palette. It has so many options of colors, whether you're going vibrant or natural. So I figured it was a must. Eyeshadow, I pick what primer I'm going to use. Since I was going to be in a wedding, not just going to a wedding, but in a wedding, I really needed a primer that was going to grip the makeup and help it last all day. For my eyeshadow primer, I brought the e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. For my face primer, I used the Power Grip Matte Primer by e.l.f. This stuff just really grips everything. Decided what concealers I was going to use. My Rare Beauty. And then I also brought my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I know for a fact this will not be a shocker because this is my go-to every single day. I brought my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I did bring both shades just in case. I ended up going with my Mont Blanc. I don't know how to say it, but I went with that one because it has more pinky undertones and I really didn't want to look super yellow in the natural light. And I haven't played around with the other one enough to know how to contrast that to make it look like my skin fully. And I felt pretty confident in using this one instead. Then I decided on my cream and liquid products. For my cream contour, I brought my Wet n Wild Nightmare Before Christmas contour stick. This is my favorite. It's go-to. I love it. The color is amazing and the pigment's great and it blends out incredibly. It's super creamy, super nice. Then I brought my NARS liquid blush. It's just such a pretty shade and I really liked how it turned out. And I love this one. But when I got it, the applicator was broken. so I don't use it super often, but it is one of my favorites. The shade is just amazing. For my powder, I really wanted something that was going to blur and set, and something that I had full confidence would do both of those things. So I ended up bringing my e.l.f. Halo Glow. Love it. It's blurring, it's mattifying, it's nice. Then I decided on my powder, blush, bronzer, and highlight. With bronzer, I brought my e.l.f. one. The reason I brought my e.l.f. one is because the shade is amazing and it blends out so beautifully and it's mattifying, but it is also primer infused, so I knew that it was going to stay all day. So for the blush, I also brought my e.l.f. one. Once again, it's primer infused. I knew it was going to last all day, and the shade is one of my favorites. And then I also brought my Lancome one and did an ombre blush because I love the looks of those right now, and those two shades really complement each other. For highlight, I went with the Real Her, a semi-pink tint to it, which I really like. I knew that it would be just enough glow. Then I decided which lip plumper I was gonna bring, and to probably no one's surprise, I brought two. I am not ashamed to say that I did in fact use them both. I brought my LA Girl lip plumper. It's tinted, slightly pink tint to it, so I wore this for the rehearsal dinner, and then I also did apply it for the wedding as like a topper. I just love the color of it, and it works really well, especially for the price because it's less than $5 for one. For the amount that it works, it's really good. And I also used the Viper by Nabla. As you guys know, I use this one all the time. It really works. You can feel the stinging every single time. It's probably one of my favorite lip plumpers. Then I had to decide what kind of brows I wanted. Spoiler alert, I couldn't decide, so I brought both of my favorite brow things. I brought my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. It has a pencil on one side and a spoolie on the other. And then I also brought my Benefit Gimme Brow Tinted Brow Gel, which, as you can see, is on like its last leg. There's literally nothing on it. It's, yeah, I need a new one. Then I brought my favorite eyelash curler. I brought, in case I didn't want to wear fake lashes, I brought my e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara because this gives me a lift like no other, and it gives me enough volume to feel confident. I did, in fact, end up wearing my fake lashes. For my lips, I did my go-to combo. How could I not? So I used my e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in the shade Mauve Aside. And then I used the e.l.f. Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen in the shade Pinky Out. Love this combo. For lips, I also did the e.l.f. Glow Retriever Lip Oil in this shade because it goes with that combo super duper well. For setting spray, I brought my all-nighter, of course, because this is my go-to. It could be a bajillion degrees outside and this will keep it on all day long. But I'm almost out. I have like 3 sprays left as is. So I brought the Wet n Wild SpongeBob one in the Kelp Shake Setting Mist just in case I ran out. Thankfully I didn't, so I didn't need to use this one, but always have a backup. For brushes, obviously I brought my beauty blender. That's how I apply my foundation. But then I also brought a puff for my loose setting powder under my eyes. And also for my loose setting powder, I brought this super fluffy brush to wipe it away. For my face brushes, I brought my normal bronzer brush. It's an angled fluffier brush to really get that shape. And for blush, I brought this one. It's just fluffy. It's been my go-to. Both of those have made it so then I don't need to buff them out as much, which I really appreciate. And then I brought this brush. It's just a fluffy one to buff it out because you still have to do a little bit and blend them together ever so slightly. And I also brought my normal highlighter brush. For my eyes, I brought my typical super fluffy brush that I use for the start and for the outer corner and then in that crease. Then I also brought a smaller fluffy brush to get really in that outer corner and stay in the crease. And I also brought 2 angled fluffy brushes for under my eyes just in case I lost one or needed a second color or anything like that. And in case I was doing a cut crease or used some bright color, I brought a flatter eyeshadow brush as well. And to also blend out my cream contour and brush, and blush, I brought a more dense fluffy brush to really buff that out. If you haven't already, I did do a video of me doing my mom's makeup. She ended up doing that look for the wedding, and I set her up for success with this little bag. Some of the stuff will not be in here, like her foundation, because that is hers and she did keep that with her. But this is all the stuff that I lended to her. I did lend her my Patrick Blending Beauty Blender because it really helps her get into that inner crease and all that. And I also gave her, since we used cream products on her face pretty much entirely, I lent her one of my cream blending brushes. I did not own setting powder, so I sent her with my Morphe one. It's a little hint of pink, so it really brightens up that under eye. She also didn't have anything for brows or eyes, including an eye curler, so I sent her with an eye curler. I should have just let her keep it. And then I also sent her with my Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. It has a pencil on one side and a spoolie on the other. And all we did was fill in right in this front and then brush it all out. She wanted her eyelashes to be lengthened, so I did send her with one of my Lash Princess False Lash Effect by Essence. This stuff's incredible. I wear it all the time. I also sent her with a primer. I sent her with my Farrah Smooth Focus face primer. I figured it would be better than letting her go without primer. I also sent her with a contour stick. This one is from Cave Scent. I sent her with a fluffy eyeshadow brush because she didn't have one. She did have some eyeshadow brushes, but she needed this one as well. The Ulta Cloud blush for her liquid blush, and then the Rare Beauty highlighter as her liquid highlight. I sent her with this one specifically because of the shade, because it can act as a blush and a highlight. So knowing her, she wasn't going to put enough blush on, and so this kind of elevates her blush and makes it stand out a little bit more, and she did really good. My biggest advice when packing your makeup bag is go through your makeup routine step by step by step, guarantee that you have everything, and pick your favorites of each. And if you need long wear, long lasting stuff, pick the stuff that is going to last the longest. That is why a lot of my stuff was e.l.f. and a lot of it was gripping, long lasting, stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and let me know what you want to see next. See you next time.